I know I'm not ready, right, for the day. I'm about to take me a spiritual bath. But what's about to happen in this bath, I don't feel like I'm gonna wanna share with y'all. You feel me? So I'm just getting this out the way right now. This is a new style. My hair is grown. It's real cute. But here's the thing. I have been forming a relationship with my children for the last 17 years out of trauma. It was just dropped on me today by a loved one. This is important. Y'all, it's very important that you keep people around you that give you something to think about. People who are smart, whatever that means to you. People who have different perspectives other than yours, okay? And people that just got some sense, okay? They got something on their head. People that challenge you. People that keep you the same, like, that's not the point of this though. Today, I realized that I, at 33, have been working through abandonment wounds for quite some time. I'm not saying the whole childhood experience, but something went back to the root, and I'm gonna share that with y'all in a moment. But I've been working through abandonment wounds. I'm gonna tell y'all a little story, okay? I moved in with my mom, right? And there was a little cat. There was a cat that had kittens. I heard the kittens outside crying. I went outside to see the kittens. It was a time when I didn't have my shit together, so I needed support. And I never felt bad about having to move back home to be with family anyway. I always felt like, there should be a family space that someone in a family could return to should they need that. Like, there shouldn't just be abandoned, right? So, wow, that's just interesting, y'all. Okay, yes, listen, here we go. I wanted to take the kitten some water. I was thinking about the kitten, and not just thinking about the kitten, like the kitten, it's a 10% chance of survival if it doesn't have a warm place. I know the sun is out, but it's also out there. I know it's a stray cat, but I just can't abandon it. It hit me so hard, just the idea of leaving a cat out stray, and a kitten, right? So after I went through all the things about the kitten, I started thinking about the mom. Like, damn, she's postpartum. She just had a baby. She might need a meal. She might need something, some water, some things of the sort, right? So I brought that. My mother at the time was like anti against cats. So she's like, to me, being wicked, like just throwing ammonia on the cats. Like, what is your plan? You want to kill them? If you want to kill them, then just go get you a shotgun, start shooting them. I literally gave that analogy. You're so sick of the cats, just go shoot them. You want to kill them anyway. What's when ammonia on them? You want to burn their skin? You want to blind them? You just want to make them miserable? Like, what's the point in throwing ammonia on a cat that's already abandoned outside, right? And some of them could be outside because they're by choice, parents, whatever, let the cats out, put them out, whatever. I didn't know all this. I'm just looking at it like they could use some help. So I prepare a little box with some goodies. Gary take it outside. She loses her shit for about 30 minutes. We're in a battle about why plants and animals and humans matter, and why an animal's life for her is not more valuable than a human life. That was the argument. So I experienced abandonment from her. I went off on her about wanting to abandon and or possibly kill. I could paint a story around that. Them cats, that I get off on her about the cats instead of the abandonment that I had experienced from her, which is resulting in the reason why I help the abandoned so much. Do you hear what I'm saying? Abandoned physically, abandoned spiritually, abandoned from your family. Like, even the person who told me that, they were abandoned by my family. And I went back, you know what I'm saying? And just, I'm all for motherfuckers just don't need to be abandoned. What's the point in abandoning humans like humans don't need each other, right? I am a motherfucker who had to figure it out in life. From like 16 up, y'all, I'm 33, like I said. I've had to just figure it out. I've made a lot of mistakes. I've made a lot of errors. I've did a lot of beautiful things. I've helped a lot of amazing people. I've helped a lot of people who felt not so amazing, and after connections, know their value, their worthiness, and things of the sort. But I'm human at my core. And so with this lesson being dropped in on me about the cat, my abandonment wounds, and how I've worked through those things and how I continue to work through these things. Like, this is something I had said in my spirit already, y'all. Like, I'm cool. Like, once I realize that you're this way, if we this way, then I'm cool with you being that way, and I'm just gonna keep going this way. And I've always been like that. So I've not struggled with that. But I just say it's interesting how, if you was in my stories last week, I was telling you about being back in an environment where I had my son, because I was in town visiting my people. It was kind of triggering because I remembered the bathtub that I was laboring in. I remembered the room that I was laboring in. I remembered when I came home from the hospital and he had jaundice, sitting out on the sidewalk crying, begging God to allow the sun to shine just enough so that he gets what he needs from the sun. Like, I immediately gave him back to God, y'all. And let me connect that real quick, because I told God, if he blessed me with a son, if I got blessed with a son, I would give him back to God, and I wouldn't cut his hair. Hence the reason my son has locks. They no longer in mine, but they on their way. And I've never cut his hair, not once. Nowhere in his head has it ever been cut. Besides, the little, I did do that, but his hair, nah. And I might probably quit that, because it's a cleaner look, but that's for aesthetics, and that's not, that'd be for y'all, you feel me? And maybe how it'll affect, that don't really be the thing. But all of it was triggering, because I did give him back to God. That's what the sun was. The sun ceremony and him having the jaundice and having to do that, y'all, that was me giving him back to God. That was me giving my son back to God and just thanking God for allowing me to have my son. But I realized that healing, being a woman healing, being a mother healing simultaneously is hard. It's really hard, y'all. Because like I tell other people, it's our parents' first time living. It's our first time living. It's our children's first time living in this incarnation, in this body, in this way. And our soul comes with its own journeys of lessons, right? And just being in the experience of experiencing them, healing from things, being reminded and re-triggered of things, having to stand on business about things, having to, confront things. All of that stuff can be a challenge, as you continue to journey, but it's better, and it's hard, don't get me wrong, but it's better to journey through the things in your life that really need healing with the people that you need healing with, and it, as opposed to avoiding it. Do you feel what I'm saying? And then having regrets about not. I have a lot of people that I'm aware of that when their loved ones transitioned, they never got a chance to tell them how they 100% felt about situations and experiences. And now they live in this in-between place with that sibling or that person, where it's like a kind of, because they're gone, but because what they did, and then I have this theory that we hold that we're going to hold that energy and that trauma with us for the rest of our lives, because even though it happened so long ago, if it wasn't important, we wouldn't be thinking about it. And they're gone, right? They're not physically here with us anymore. So that's one of the things. Sari, please step out. Don't do that. And that's one of the things that, that's one of the things that I've had to learn how to consider. So I got to dip off because I got to go do something. But just hold space for mothers who are struggling. Okay, Sari, I said go sit down. I'm in the middle of something. We're going to have to hold space for mothers, y'all. There were some stats that I heard last week about stats of, and I'm just going to cap it with, if a conscious mother, a mother that's trying to heal and break past her own wounds and her own blockages. Like, y'all hear my story one day. It's really, really crazy. But I'm still doing a lot of real-time healing in it too. So like when I do like real-time healing and stuff, I really don't come until I have like the experience of it in a medicinal way, and then I just deliver it to the people in hopes that it inspires. But this one y'all might be able to kind of walk through me with, so we'll see. But yeah, it's just if you know they're doing it, like, show them some love, y'all. Just show them some love. Show their babies some love. Show them some love. Know that it's not easy being conscious of your steps as a mother, mothering yourself, remothering yourself, learning and unlearning yourself, teaching, right, children, learning children, unlearning things that you once taught children that you no longer believe, holding yourself in grace and forgiveness for decisions that you maybe wish you wouldn't have made in relation to children, children's parents, children's environments, children's circumstances, situations, whatever the case may be. Holding ourselves in grace, because this is our first time living, y'all. This is our first time living. And for the abandonment thing to be like re-triggered in a cat, even though this is something I had ciphered through, I had stopped dealing with my mom. I stopped dealing with her totally, because I was like, you know what? It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work, because there was always like budding communication. It was always budding. And I have just gotten so much information in the last couple of days that I'm about to go take a bath and put it all together and then work through it. And this is God's word. It's not fucking easy. It's probably not the most desirable, but it's absolutely needed if we desire to reach different levels, to know ourselves, to be more at peace. That's been my prayer as of late. Peace in my heart, peace in my heart. So I'm on a journey now of what peace in my heart would look like. And it's like revealing where maybe areas were not peaceful that were put into my heart that need to be cycled out, are here for me to visit and hang out and whatever. So yeah, I was just showing you how long my hair looks. Pray for me, don't pray on me, because the goddess is really out here doing her shit for herself and uplifting the people, because that's important to me. It's important to my work. But also because, yeah, motherfucker just deserve it. Straight up. Straight up.